questions.
Oh, baby. Well, just first of all, excited to have the first league game behind us. Um, our team was so excited to start Big 12 play yesterday in practice, today at shoot around. I didn't know if we were going to chuck the ball all over the court just because I knew they were really excited to get this thing started. And just super proud of them. Thought they competed for 40 minutes and played their hearts out on both ends of the court. Defensively, I thought we were sound. Offensively, we did a good job sharing the ball. BYU's a good ball club. They got a lot of pieces, and so this is a really good win. I'm pumped to start off 1-0, and there's 17 more of these coming.
How are you able to calm the team's nerves, that excitement heading into this game?
Yeah, that's what the whole preseason's for, and you have a veteran group. Even though we're new, it's a very old veteran group of players, and so as a whole, the whole team was really excited. But Sedona's a fifth year, Jaden's a fifth year, Agnes is a senior, and then Maddie and Una are juniors. So you got those five veteran kids that have been through a lot of wars, and so um, they got us off to a great start. And then another sign of a mature team is how you start the second half. And I thought we were tremendous to start the third quarter.
Talk about your two fifth years. You seem to really lean on them today. Jaden distributing the ball, 10 assists today. And Sedona, wreaking havoc down low. Can you just talk about those two?
Yeah, I mean, Jaden today, I think it shows you her leadership, her basketball IQ, and just being a veteran point guard. She picked up two quick fouls. A lot of coaches sit kids with two fouls in the first half, and um, our staff completely trusts her. She played the next 35 minutes and picked up one foul along the way for the next 35 minutes. But that we're lucky to have someone like her that understands how to massage the game, play through foul trouble. And so we need her out there, and she orchestrated again. Had 10 assists tonight. How many turnovers? 3. Unbelievable. And then Sedona, I thought she was impacted the game all over the court. Number one, they got a tremendous center down there, and it was fun to watch those two battle. But Sedona hits a pick and pop 3. She makes beautiful passes. Drew 7 fouls on the left block as she was attacking them. They started doubling her. She created shots for our shooters. So Sedona impacted the game all over the court. And so Jaden and Sedona delivered as fifth-year seniors for us.
During the first half, BYU seemed to really try to key in on Madison and force the ball out of her hands. And, that opened up for shooters like Agnes to really step up for you.
Yeah. Madison's a floor spacer. Even when she's not shooting, she tilts the court. She makes the defense, someone has to hug her. And the trade-off is it opens the court for everybody else. It opens huge driving lanes. It creates space for Sedona to play one-on-one down there. And so Maddie still finished with 21 tonight, and they were glued to her. And so Madison's a true floor spacer. We're just having her on the court. It creates opportunities for everybody else. Agnes got a bunch of wide open looks. And so we ended up, how many threes did we hit tonight? We shot 50% from 3. And so part of our deal is to spread the court, have great spacing, and Madison helps with that.
Talked about working in the zone defense. How do you think it handled BYU's offense today?
Yeah, I thought we had a great tempo. We had them under control. Their center's a load down there. I think we neutralized her. I haven't seen what her. She went 5 for 17 tonight. So she had to earn. She ended up with 10 points, and she had to earn those. And then our kids did a good job with our bumps and defending the three-point line. So I thought it was really effective. And Sedona's hard to score over down there, and the zone keeps her around the basket. And then she's also always in great rebounding position. And so it's been fun to see the evolution of that. We had a couple possessions of man that we wove in there, and we'll continue to balance that. And it's a game-by-game scout of teams we want to man a little more and teams we want to zone a little more.
You talk about their low post presence. She comes into the game averaging 17 and 15, and y'all were able to limit her, really make her take tough shots today. You just talk about how y'all were able to do that.
Yeah, Sedona's at 6'7" and so long and smart. It takes away a lot of shots that kids are used to getting around the basket. It neutralizes them, and so she scored 10, but a lot of those weren't even around the basket. Are 15-footer baseline jumpers, which isn't her strength. And credit the kid for making a couple of them, but you were able to try to get her to do something that she's not used to doing. Um, and so obviously everybody does a scouting report, and you're trying to force the other team's hand to play to their weaknesses. And I just think we had a good defensive effort tonight.
Three players, double doubles today. Four of your five starters scored double figures. Even Winnell was really efficient offensively. You just talk about the versatility that your team presents as problems to the rest of the Big 12.
Yeah, we've been preaching balance. To be really good, you have to be balanced. You have to have playmakers. You have to have shooters. You have to have a low post presence. I think we got a nice blend of all of that. It's really hard to take away all those pieces within the offensive structure, and the kids do such a good job sharing the ball. It starts with Jaden and her unselfishness, and it trickles down. But these kids, they make plays for each other. They attack, they're aggressive, but they share the ball, and they make the right play. And so we got shooters on our whole roster, and we shoot more than anybody in the country, and we value that. And we want to have great spacing. And so, like you said, we have multiple kids with double doubles. But as we put this team together, I think the strengths of each player, they really do complement each other. And the sum of our parts, when you put the thing together, that unit's tough, and they're very balanced.
Have you learned anything, though? You said, hey, you put this team together based on the qualities that they have. Have you learned anything different about the players you have?
Yeah, what you don't know is their personalities. You don't know on film. You don't their competitive spirit, their toughness, their leadership. Those things you can study the basketball piece. It's really hard to study the other stuff, and together to take a whole bunch of brand new personalities and to see them play the game right, to compete together at a high level, to have a joy and a spirit together. That's the part that you didn't know if that would happen. And each season, it's an organic process that will unfold. That's what makes this group so special, is how much they enjoy competing and grinding together. This group's got it, and it's awesome.
You started 9-0 run, then they went on a 9-0 run, then you went an 8-0 run, and you did it with five players, and they weren't looking back. They were not going to let it get close.
Yep. We have the ability to be explosive and go on explosive runs offensively. I think we keep a lot of pressure on another team because we're so balanced. And we have the ability to put together 9-0 runs and 15-0 runs. But what I'm really proud of, and one of the number one signs of veteran teams, is how you start second halves. And they came out, and I think our energy, that's when we broke this thing open and really separated from these guys, was in that third quarter.
Last question for me. 14-0 sounds really good, but 1-0 is probably a little bit better for you right now.
Oh, absolutely. The Big 12 games are hard to win. And so we're truly taking them one at a time. And what we're preaching to the team, there is no magical game or one that's bigger than another. It's one win or one loss. And you got to approach it that way, and you got to lock in on the game at hand. And so ecstatic and pumped to be 1-0, and we got a big game Wednesday. See if we can get to 2-0.
You talk about, no one Big 12 game is bigger than the other. Wednesday's pretty big. Your first true road game of the year against the 10th ranked Baylor Bears. You just come off a big win against Texas. What's it going to take to, get the job done down there in Waco?
Yeah, it's a true road game, which is really, I think it's our first true road game of the year. And so it's going to be a hostile environment. There's going to be a great crowd. They have a heck of a ball club, great coaching staff. They're undefeated for a reason. I think they're top 10 in the country, and got a good road win at Texas tonight. And so it's going to take everything we got. We're going to have to put together 40 minutes of really focused basketball. And we got defend and rebound. Those things travel. then you got to defend and rebound at a high level on Wednesday, and not just Wednesday, but to get a road win in this league, you got to defend and rebound.
Do you expect Baylor to be a little extra amped? If I'm not mistaken, it's gonna be their first home game at their new arena. So, expect an amped environment to.
Oh, no doubt. We're expecting an electric crowd. They're opening their brand new arena. It's going to be an awesome environment. It's what you want. It's why you play at this level. It's why you're in the Big 12, is to go and play these kind of games. And I know our kids will be locked in. It's a veteran group that's played in a whole bunch of games like this, so they understand what we're up against. And so we're excited. Once we're done with the press conference, I'll go up there, and the scout will be on my desk, and we'll dive into the Baylor Bears.
I'll let you get to it.
Thanks, you guys. Good to see you.
What movie did y'all go see on Christmas?
Well, this is funny. We with kids, as they're getting older, they're up at the crack of dawn to open presents, right? Then they freaking sleep all day. I mean, so we got a ninth grader, seventh grader, so they open their presents early, then they go back, and all of a sudden it's 1 o'clock. So then we ended up not making it to the theater, so it really was a day where we hung out. I ended up having the flu. Sucker just kicked my butt. It went on a 20-0 run, and I was out of timeouts. So I had a low-key day and kind of stayed away once we opened presents. But it was one of those that kind of came at a good time where we had no team activities. So I just kind of kept it low, hydrated in vitamins, and let it run its course.
Yeah, I know a lot of people had the flu.
Oh, it
They were
kicked my
going around
tail.